Hello my nephews and nieces, it's your Uncle Kyle here, and Gotham Knights makes no sense.
If I allow myself to go down into that place, I'll never come back.
Oh no! And nothing in this game makes less sense than this man's death right here. How can a man that's so noble die so stupidly? He had 2 deaths in this game and they both were as stupid as each other. How can my man get caught lacking in his own crib? He is Batman. That just doesn't happen. And his second death was no better. This guy died, bro, just absolutely destroying, shitting on his one rule. His one no kill rule. Just go out the window. Who gives a shit, you know what I mean? By the way, I fully consider this Batman, the Gotham Knights Batman, as the worst Batman of all time. Yes, worse than Clooney. Actually, better yet, I don't even consider this guy a Batman. This guy is an absolute fraud. And if you do think Gotham Knights Batman does deserve to be Batman, does deserve a place as being Batman, you know, with all the greats like Lego Batman, Arkham Batman, any Batman really, why? This guy is the double P. He's a pussy and he's poor. I mean, and if you don't think he's poor, like, oh, he's Bruce Wayne, he can't be poor, he has billions. Why else would he have a nighttime job? If you still don't believe me that Clooney's a better Batman, then who made you more corny at the end of the day? The bat nipples or Bruce dancing? Tell me, like, give me the correct answer. Don't give me this bullshit, because I know what the right answer is. I think I'm done talking about Bruce and Batman for now, but I want to get into the boss fights now, because, you know, that's a whole nother topic in it. I want to get onto Mr. Freeze first, and it's another thing with Batman. Both things were dead, you know, the boss fights and that, like his 2 boss fights are dead. By the way, this ain't Mr. Freeze again. No one in this game is who you think they are, man. They're all imposters. Like, bro, like, they're all Bizarro variants. Like, this ain't Mr. Freeze. This is a goddamn Transformer. Like, bro, when has Mr. Freeze been in this jacked? This is not my guy. The animated series one was my guy, bro. He had a good backstory. This one is just like, he is literally vengeance. Like, he's literally a knockoff in every way of every character. I'm gonna give, like, in a nutshell of, like, all the bosses in this game, because they're all pretty samey and I don't really have much to say about them. So how about just a one-liner for all of them? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Mr. Freeze makes fun of people with arachnophobia. Harley has old hips. Man-Bat is a dickhead. We're gonna talk about Bruce and Talia soon. And who the hell is Basher and Blazer? Are they a real thing? Am I missing something here? Now to the Bat family. Now, first off, I want to play as the person I played as during pretty much the entire game, and probably who you're going to see in a lot of the gameplay, Batgirl. All I have to say about Batgirl is pure chaos. Thank you very much. You're useless. Go back to the kitchen, thanks. Now let's talk about the other guys. I'm kind of going to talk a little bit about Nightwing and Robin. I mean, they weren't really the most, like, in their guy. I don't know if you know what I mean. I'm talking like a retard right now, but like Nightwing and Robin, they were such a boring characters. You know, Tim Drake, like, bro, they weren't really doing anything at the whole time. They were just being stupid, you know, like just being, oh no, Batman's dead. I mean, that's what basically everyone was doing. But you know, like that, I don't know why they were so empty. I'm surprised that this game counts as AAA, man. Like, I see more personality in the goddamn popsicle nowadays. I'm not American, but no. See, this is what this game is doing to me. I'm losing brain cells by even thinking about this game. Actually, no, I think Nightwing and Robin, they deserve like a little bit more of like for me to speak about them more than just saying, oh, they're boring characters. Yeah, they are boring characters, but a little more than that. They're absolute wet blankets. That, you know, I hate watching every scene there are. The only person I was interested in the game was Batgirl for obvious reasons, but like still, like, let's talk about the main dude. Let's talk about the main guy I want to talk about. The guy that they absolutely ruined in this game. I think the guy that's been absolutely like the opposite of justice, the injustice, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. Except from Batman, Jason Todd, also known as Red Hood. Why is he a B-Tech pacifist now? Who thought that was a good idea? Non-lethal rounds, are you serious? Like, bro, who gave this man the best, like, who employed the best therapist for this guy? Whoever it is, man, employ them at Arkham Asylum now. They can do way better than anyone else ever could. But Alfred is cool. Alfred is always cool. That's the thing about Alfred, isn't it? It's like, he's just a perfect character. Yeah, he's just a hard character to mess up. He's just such a sweet old man, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever got a bad Alfred? Ever? In anything? Animated? Live action, anything? You know, I love Alfred. We all love Alfred, innit? You know, Alfred, you're my guy. You always be my guy. You always welcome in my crib, bro. Come on, man. Come over, bro. Again, I want to skim over the gameplay because this is not a review, really. This is just saying, like, I'm expecting you guys to already have seen so many reviews on Gotham Knights and a lot of the games I review. I'm just telling you, like, the opinion that you see on front of the, you know, like the video, stuff like that. Like, I'm telling you why I think that way. That this is not supposed to be a review. I talk about spoilers as much as I want, that kind of stuff. So, like, yeah, gameplay, dreadful as always. And you know what? Yeah, like this game is so goddamn consistent. It's actually kind of impressive, you know. Like with literally everything's disappointing. Everything's worst version of everything. Like where else would you see that? That is just beautiful. Like still, where would you find the beauty of a game not making sense to the point that my friend gets stuck on a gargoyle, so I cannot revive him no matter what? I can't even grapple to the gargoyle. He's just stuck infinitely up there, and he's not even on the gargoyle. He's floating on it. So, yeah, the consistency is beautiful. It's absolutely majestic. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I also need to talk about the Batmobile. Not even the Batmobile. I wish I was using the Batmobile. I need to talk about the goddamn Batbike, whatever, the Batmotor cycle, whatever it's. I don't know anymore. It probably has a different shittier name in Gotham Knights anyway. Yeah, it's shitty. You probably already know it's shitty. It moves about 3 miles per hour. It somehow moves almost the same speed as like the cars. How? How is that possible? How, Bruce? See, this is again why he's a fraud, bro. I'm so shocked how this Batman is so shit. You know, like he made the bike. Should he not? Did he not make the bike? It's so goddamn slow. He has no collision physics. It should be absolutely dismantling thing like other cars, you know, just like the Batmobile and Arkham Knight, stuff like that. But no, it's just a little crash physics, you know, just slip off. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? What is that? Like, can you turn it on and off? Can you turn it on and off? Like, maybe it'd be useful if you could slide off civilian cars, but maybe if you're in a high-speed chase. What do you do in a high-speed space? High-speed space? Can I speak English anymore? Also, I might just say something a little bit positive here. The open world is not that bad. It's not as bad as the other stuff I've been saying. I mean, I think the open world is like fairly rated, but you know, like I've been pretty negative this bit. I'm going to give you a little bit of positivity. I'm going to say that the open world, it looks very nice. It looks neon. It looks like Gotham looks really nice. Like, I don't think it looks really, you could say it looks better than Arkham Knight per se, but I think it's like a really good representation of Gotham. So you know, that's might be the only good thing I say in this video. So you know, savor that. You better do savor that. But you know, at the other half of the open world chat, it is empty. It is empty as hell. There's barely anything going on here. You might get a civilian say, "Go Batgirl," or "Oh Batgirl, I want you to sit." I can't say that. This is a kind of family chat, even though I've sworn so many times. I'm trying to keep this PG sometime. But sometimes I have to give into that temptation. I'm only human. Now onto the main antagonist of the game, the Court of Owls. Now the Court of Owls are good in a very average sort of way. That's me trying to be nice again. I really do like being positive. So I think the positive I've seen for the whole video. Spoiler alert, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's gonna have to end here. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm not very good at that apparently. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, but the Court of Owls in this game, they're very much a nothing burger, you know. Like they don't do much. They're built up as these big bad guys. All these guys have been controlling Gotham since the ancient times. You know, Batman has been investigating these guys for the longest time. Batman didn't know that these existed, and I'm not surprised. He probably did. He probably has Alzheimer's, you know. And these men are not very memorable. Like the only thing memorable about these guys were like the fat guy at the end of the game, like shouting at Bruce, you know, to like give up the Lazarus Pit, and like those gremlins. But you know, those are kind of like Lord of the Rings ripoffs, so they don't really count. But as villains, I'm not even talking about the Gotham Knights one. Like the Court of Owls, I think they're very nice villains. Like in the Batman 2, like the movie Batman, I will like the first one. I'm gonna get to probably review to that soon. But like for the second movie, I wouldn't actually mind if the Court of Owls were the villains in that. It might be a bit early, you know, because Batman tends to fight the Court of Owls later on in his story, because he doesn't tend to know who they are until like he's in his prime, really, or maybe slightly after that. So like they might be a bit early, but you know, I really like them, and I really think they should be in the limelight a whole lot more. And holy hell, they're younger than me. Okay, I changed my opinion, man. Actually, I don't know if that makes it cooler or not. It might make it cooler. I don't know. They're cool guys, you know. I like them. And we are finally onto the horrible ending of the game. And I did tell you, we were finally going to get onto Bruce and Talia again. And I just want to talk about how this was embarrassing. You know, the goddamn video title, it was embarrassing. How are these men going to be so stupid? You can tell Bruce trained them. How can you tell them? How can he be this tapped? Like, bro, okay, so Talia has brought a Lazarus Pit underneath Wayne Manor, and it can revive bodies. And Talia has had a history of an obsession with Bruce, and Bruce was buried underneath Wayne Manor, because he owned the place. So I wonder who she's reviving? No, I know who they're reviving. Ace the Bat Hound. Ace the Bat Hound is dead, has been dead for a long time. I'm calling it right now. I'm predicting in Gotham Knights 2, Ace the Bat Hound returns from the dead and he fucking kills Darkseid. I mean, they've already done stuff to Starro, I think, so, you know, the Bat family could do anything now. I don't know. Do they have plot armor? Do I need to make another plot armor video? Okay, so now let's go into the boss fight. So the Bruce boss fight was underwhelming again. I mean, I would say normally that like Red Hood beating Batman is disgraceful, but you couldn't make the argument that, oh yeah, it wasn't Batman being himself, this happened so many times now. If Batman being disrespected, but I'm honestly not offended if this guy gets his ass beat by goddamn Donald Duck at this point. He is such a tapped Batman. I don't give a shit if he gets his ass beat. Like, I put him below, in terms of fighting, I'm putting him below goddamn Year 1 Batman. And you know that's a violation. You don't want to be down there. And the Talia boss fight, there were 2 Talia boss fights, so it's even more, like, deteriorating the brain. I don't want to do this anymore. I was just thinking I don't want to play this game anymore. You know, everything I was thinking about now, I was thinking, you know what, I might just forgive this game, yeah? If they give you the option to play as Batman, yeah? If Batman survives and you can play as Batman, you know what I mean? As a surprise, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I was so disappointed. Like, if you've seen the ending, I've already shown it at the beginning of the thing. I don't know why I'm sugarcoating it. But, like, yeah, but the ending, it's so and I was so disappointed. And I think I was more disappointed with Suicide Squad's Batman ending. But, like, this one just hurt me. Because it was at the very end. And I really, really wanted him to play as Batman. I think I would have played a lot more of the game if Batman was playable in the end. But I know what I've been saying, but the whole point of Gotham Knights is Batman's dead. Just play the Bat family. The whole like difficulty of it is like you have to live up to Batman's stuff. I don't care. I don't want to play as Batman. I want to play as my man right here, the GOAT, the fictional GOAT right here. Bro, that's all I want to do. Please, WB. Please don't be it. Don't stop dancing around what you want. Just give us Brucey. I don't know how to describe Tyler's boss fight, because it's strange and it's stupid. Like it's just such a stupid version of a like Dark Souls boss fight, like a retarded version of that. And Talia's just like I don't know how to describe it, like a witch bitch, like with some magic stuff like that. I don't know what she's like. She has like some long and girthy sword that she just tries to like stab you with, like in midair in a slow motion. It's such a weird boss fight, and I would never think this would come from Talia of all Mandem. I don't know who would come from, but I don't know. This whole fight, this whole area, just reminded me of Lord of the Rings, especially with the gremlins, and it didn't feel like Batman. Really? Did anyone else get that vibe? So then you defeat Talia, and then you go to Bruce, and it's like, Bruce, stop being on drugs, man. It's not cool. You know what I mean? You got to come back to who you used to be. The big man who had the rules, the morals as you used to be, man. You can't be going out here killing. You can't be, you can't be going out doing what Talia says, stuff like that. You got to be the man. And then Bruce's like, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right, Red Hood. I gotta do this, man. I gotta be the Batman that people want me to be. And then seconds later goes and mass genocides the core Val. Oh, I love DC. I love when my character who has one rule of no killing mass genocides people and then kills himself in the process. And oh man, DC's so perfect nowadays, isn't it? You know what? I think was it last video I actually mentioned that I was gonna make a video on the Suicide Squad season 1, and I don't really want to, so I'm gonna just talk about it now. Yeah, it's I played a little bit with my friends. It is quite terrible. I don't really want to touch it again. It's very, very long. It's just grinding out levels, like grinding out like the same 4 levels over and over again until you unlock Joker. I could not be asked for that shit. I did 2 levels. Yeah, I don't know how long it takes to unlock Joker, I think it takes around 100 hours to unlock Joker. And you think I have the time for that? I go to college, big man. Like, I just bought Joker. It was like £8. I think it was $8.99. Something like that. And I know like that's what they want to do. They want to make the season really long, so you do buy it, but like I don't really care at the end of the day. I just want to play Joker, and I just want to see if he is good, and he's quite the opposite of good. I'm joking. I'm being negative again. I'm sorry. I'm just in that mood. Okay. Joker, he's a pretty decent guy to play as. I would actually say, except from Boomerang. So like maybe he's my second favorite to play as overall. Like, I prefer playing Joker over Deadshot, over King Shark, over Harley Quinn. But at the end of the day, he, like, if you was not to buy him and you spent 100 hours on the game, you get a few cutscenes. That's it. You just get a few cutscenes. Like maybe like 3 minutes to 5 minutes of cutscenes of the Joker, and then you're back to doing the same old missions with the same old character. So like, I don't know why. What was that notification? I don't know why this is. I don't know why it's so tapped. I don't know why Rocksteady thought that this update for season 1 was ready. At this point, I had hope for this game. I was hyped for this game when it came out. But I really think if it continues on like this, and especially if season 2 is the exact same, I don't see this game lasting Christmas. I don't see after Christmas this game still being supported. I really don't see it, and it's going to be so sad because this game not being supported anymore could very well mean this is the last Arkham game. This is what sees off the Arkham series, and that is so depressing. That keeps me up at night. I am so sad about that. Oh, before I got to mention, before I end this video today, I have a little bit of something to show you guys. So basically on Twitch, I think I did my first live stream. No, I didn't personally do my live stream. If you want to go sub to my Twitch, it's just Uncle Kyle. I'll leave it in the description, but I'm not going to be streaming on it for, I'm going to say, for a month really. I don't know. I'm not really into the idea of streaming that much, but you know where you can't see me on stream. I think, yeah, down below, I'll leave it in the description. There should be, I think his name is AverageGum. I might be getting that wrong here. But I have a friend, you know, AverageGum. He is currently playing through Arkham Knight. He just recently played through Asylum and City. And I am currently on stream. Like, when he plays on stream, I'm like watching him, I just commentating on Arkham Knight with him. So with some days, you know, whenever you get a notification, like go ahead, follow, subscribe and stuff like that, then you'll get a notification. So when the stream pops up, I'll be there, he'll be there commenting on Arkham Knight. If you want to see that kind of content, you know what I mean, you know, go over and follow him, sub to him on Twitch, you know what I mean. It's gonna be fun, I promise you. It's gonna be real fun. And you know, while there, you might as well sub to my Twitch as well, you know, because I'm probably gonna stream someday, even though I'm not that into the idea. But it's just one of those things that's like, I'm not into the idea, but I'll probably end up doing it at some point anyway. It's just part of the job at the end of the day. So yeah, that'll be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Gotham Knights video. Do I hate Gotham Knights? Not entirely. I think one really positive thing about the game is that I kind of like that it's kind of like very small. It's like, you know how like when you do a crime, the police show up pretty much afterwards, and you have an opportunity to beat up the police or escape out of there. I think that's a really small thing that I think the Arkham games could have incorporated, which would have been really good. But that is such a small feature that I don't think it really counts for anything. It's just one of those things that if the game's really good and you put something like that small into it, it elevates. I can't speak. It like makes the game go like way above. Like if the game's really good, it's like, oh, but yeah, it's really good. They have all these massive features that we're supposed to see, but they have these small features as well that we're not supposed to see. So you know, like that, bro, like that's effort in it. But then if you only have the small features that are good and the majority of the game is terrible, then no one gives a shit about the small features. It's an unfortunate world, but that's just how it is. And I mean, I guess the people being in the open world, even though there's very few people and Gotham is basically a ghost town, even though it's supposed to be quite the opposite. Like it's empty, but I appreciate the slightest bit that there are people in the city, because there is no Arkham game that has people running around in the city. So you know, every time it's evacuated, which is predictable but unfortunate, but you know, they're still very good games nonetheless. So I forgive it anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm Uncle Kyle. There should be 2 videos around here that you can go ahead and watch. They're pretty good videos, you know, you should go ahead and check them out. I'm Uncle Kyle. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.